everyone, this is Easy Mode's Ragey Poo, and I'm going to be bringing you Marine Arena Masters Europe Edition! That's right, we're playing in Europe. This is Europe live stream, you're seeing it real right now, and this is the European map. And let's just announce who the players are. In NVY, we have Riskgrabber and Garth in the bottom left-hand side, and in top left, we have NVY's Ronin with Mafia pROz. Top right-hand side, we have Venon and NVY's Kontz. And in the bottom right-hand side, we have MITA's Zaffer, and I have no idea how to say that, Akpinar. Excuse me, I don't know what I'm saying. And we have NVY's, is that Platanics? Platanics, there we go, Platanics. And underway, we have Marauders already coming out from bottom left-hand side, and Marauders also for Garth. My gosh, we have double Marauders. Actually, everybody seems to be going Marauders. We have Zerglings coming out for top left and Marauder for pROz. Top right, we have, oh my gosh, Marauder. Everybody's going Marauders. It looks like this is Marauder heaven. Yes, I might not even announce who's doing this because everybody's going Marauders. And if you've seen this map before, it looks very similar to something you all have played with a long time ago. Yes, they are playing on the very old 1.0 map. It seems that it hasn't been quite updated to the what are we up to? Marine Arena version 2. So we could see that sometime, or they could just keep playing on the server. I actually kind of like this map. It's really not laggy at all. It's fairly low graphics, and look at this. Do you guys remember the little bit of creep that this spawns? This is incredible. Oh my gosh. And there are some different units. I'm not 110% familiar with exactly what units are out. But here we go. It looks like Ronin already trying to take the surround on Garth. Venon is on the high ground, fighting it off with Riskgrabber, but coming around the bottom side, Plantix is actually fighting with Riskgrabber. No, actually, he backs up. And Zaffer coming around, and he's fighting Kontz. Everything is just going wild. Oh my gosh, Riskgrabber could be in a lot of trouble. He's getting it from top left and top right at the same time. And oh, here we go, Plantix coming in and surrounding Riskgrabber. He's going to be able to take the middle right now. And yes, we do see a little bit of slowdowns. Just disregard that. It's going to happen, guys. We're going to lag just a tiny bit. And actually, this is more than just a tiny bit. Uh-oh, what is going on? No. And it looks like one of our players is actually lagging out a little tiny bit. But it could be a lot of bit here. Oh no, our first broadcast. And uh-oh. So Riskgrabber's saying, guys, we apologize for the inconvenience. And you know what? It happens. I'm streaming from the US. I don't think that should be a problem at all. But it could just be a problem isolated with Ronin itself, because it was actually streaming very well. So keep playing or remake. Up to you guys. Let's see what they decide to do. And if you are watching at home, I hope that this stream is just... I mean, I'm freaking out right now. I love it. So you're going to hear me stutter on words. I'm unfamiliar with a lot of the names, so you might hear me skip a little bit of microing that I need to do for my voice. Not really up on the level because I don't know all the names, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best, guys. Platanic's actually taking the middle. He's holding the high ground. It looks like Zaffer coming up to fight Kontz directly right in the base. Venon is coming around. He has stemmed. And, uh-oh, Zaffer is losing a lot of points here. I wish there was a leaderboards tab. Let's see. There we go. So I just have to switch to a different view so we can see the points so far. It looks like Riskgrabber not doing too bad. Venon, though, taking the lead. 301 points total. Second place is Kontz. So top right is doing very well. It looks like Garth is a little bit low. He's got to get into the battle. He has 420 supply currently, 427 for Skygrabber. Oh my gosh, I am, guys. I keep tripping up because I'm so nervous. This is exciting. I'm usually very confident for the U.S. side, but with these names, I am not used to it. Scan goes down. I believe that was for Zaffer to be able to see on the high ground. And let's see, who has the Xel'Naga Tower? Actually, it doesn't look like anyone owns the Xel'Naga Towers for either side unless it's just able to be seen. I think they need to walk up and get those Xel'Nagas. I don't know, maybe being this far away still owns it. I mean, I think you need to be up here. So right now, the only two that has it is Mafia pROz, and it looks like Garth. I mean, these other two towers, I'm not sure why nobody's going. There we go. There is one Marauder sending up, and it looks like Platanix needs to micro this that way he can see what's going on. Big fights going on from Zaffer with Riskgrabber, and it looks like Mafia pROz is coming into flight Platanix, but Platanix was able to push him back, and a stim coming up from Kontz. He's fighting with Zaffer on the bottom side. He could get surrounded here. They have an excellent concave. He's going to back out for now. Very aggressive with Kontz. Let's look at the points again real quick. We'll have to switch to Garth's vision tab. Zaffer not doing too bad. pROz is doing very well also. I don't know how he's able to do it. I'm guessing that with the double money that he should be getting, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. And it looks like pROz will be able to come into the game and get a lot of points from that double gold. Platanix with the BC entering the field. And let's just switch it to everybody. That way we can see the action that's going on. That BC is going to dominate the top ground. If he can hold it, he's got 255 supply currently. So if not careful, somebody could get the big surround on him, and he's going to lose a lot of units. He could also lose this BC if not careful. And looking real quick, it looks like nobody has stim yet except for top left. I don't see any concussion shells. Oh my gosh, 4 Vikings purchased very quickly. And ooh, the BC goes down for Platanix. That's going to be a huge pickup for Mafia pROz. I don't know how much those Vikings are though. And that could have been a very big investment just to take down that BC. And look at the Zaffer and Platanix losing a lot of units here. Oh no, he's actually getting sandwiched. Kontz is coming from the top. Riskgrabber coming down from the bottom. And ooh, they lost a lot of supply. 157 currently for Platanix. And Zaffer is down to 121. That's going to really hurt. Garth actually getting surrounded. It looks like Ronin was able to get this levers. Ronin is not here. It's just Mafia pROz. But those lever units are helping him in a very big way. But Riskgrabber able to hold the top, Venon trying to push forward. And oh, he could lose these Vikings. That was a little bit of a misclick. Oh, I can't believe those Vikings survived. Still able to hold on to all 4. And you know what? We really need an update. That way everyone's tab can see the points. pROz is dominating right now with that lever gold and with that BC pickup. Looks like Garth with a little bit of stutter step was actually able to do a lot of damage. And wait, what? Was that a savior that came out? I've never seen the European savior. That looked like a save almost. What was that green thing, or was that just was that a Viking attack? I've never seen that before, guys. This is so trippy. This is very, very different from the US Marine Arena, as you guys have probably seen on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/RageSauce. But you know what? I love this. It brings me back to old times. I used to play on this map probably about 2 years ago, and I used to play DT all the time. And if you think I was a rager back then, it was bad. I would yell at teammates and yell at people, and my signature sigh, I would always sigh in every game. I don't know why I would put la sigh like French. I am French Canadian, so I would put la sigh every time that I would lose a bunch of units, or if somebody just did something wrong, because I was very much into the game. And this is just totally nostalgic. 10 minutes have passed. Everyone gets minerals. We have the mothership coming out for pROz, and that's going to help him secure the top. Does he still have these Vikings? It looks like Kontz deciding to go Roach. And actually, let's just take a look at the unit productions real quick and see what's going on. It looks like there are some Hunters coming out from Kontz top right. Hunter Killers are very good. And who's got these Fire Bats? Ooh, wait, is these Fire Bats? No, they're Marauders. So we have Marauders coming out from Garth. And this is a unit that you might not be familiar with, and that's Maranger. Maranger is strange indeed. We don't see this in the US version, so I don't really know how Marangers do or what their special abilities are, but I've heard that Marangers are very good, and you're going to see a lot of them here. It looks like everybody's seeming to go either Maranger or Marauder in this matchup. It looks like we still have Marauders coming from top left and top right. And Destroyers, though, coming out for Zaffer, and 3 attack ups already on those. Let's see how these Beetles are doing. 2 attack ups for the Beetles, and it looks like these Marines have no ups. Is he going pure Marauder? 5 attack ups, oh my gosh. And he could lose the mothership. Actually, wow, down it goes. Garth was able to stop it with those concussion shells. Great micro by Garth. Let's see how much money he actually picked up from that. 1,787. That's pretty darn high. But not as high as pROz, just dominating right now, 2,269. With that lever gold, that's just really paying off in a big way. But he's really limited because he's only going to have a total of about 800 supply. No, actually, wait. You guys have 12 1,200 or yeah, 1,200 supply in this. 1,200 supply. Oh my gosh, that is huge. So he's going to be limited to 1,200 supply, whereas everybody else will have 2,400. And that can be the big game changer. I mean, yes, he does have Zerglings coming out, but unless he upgrades them, I mean, really all they are is cannon fodder. So it's going to limit him in a big way, folks, really big way. So he may decide to either from straight upgrading his units to possibly even upgrading some of Ronin's units. That way that Merc spawn will be beneficial, but of course he does not get the Marines, and in the late game, sometimes that can really be a game changer. Stalker's coming out with 3 attack for bottom right's I'm sorry, let me make sure this right. Platanics. I want to say Platonics. It's actually Platanics, folks. I want to just call you Tanix or something like that. Something short, easy that I can remember. And I just want to look at the tab real quick. Is there only one Hunter Killer that comes out? That is really interesting. You can morph into a Lurker or a Kerrigan. Wow. Is the Hunter Killer kind of like, it almost feels like it's a Queen. It's like a mix between the Hunter Killers for Marine Arena US and the Queen almost, only it comes out as a Kerrigan. And I want to see this Kerrigan and see what kind of abilities it has. Kinetic Storm and Psyblast. Wonder what Biostasis is, and Tunnel Move. That just means it can burrow. In fact, I think the Hunter Killer here can burrow as well. And I need to see the point set. My gosh, this is so fast. Everybody just plays. These supplies go down so fast. It's like they spawn quick and they die quick. This is vastly different from regular Marine Arena that I'm used to in the US. pROz still with a dominant lead. He's about 800 ahead of everybody now, 900 at the least, 1,000 points in some cases. It looks like Riskgrabber and Garth not doing too bad, but venon, Kontz, and Zafir and Platanics are really suffering here because their points are only at 1,600, 1,800, and Kontz is just barely breaking the 1,600 mark right here. So it looks like, oh my gosh, pROz might be able to just do a clean sweep, being able to get this early gold, and upgrading his units. 5 attacks so far for those Marauders. That is devastating. And he might have gotten some hit point upgrades too. I do not know. It looks like some support towers are coming out, and I love support towers. Marine drops are very, very good. You can also get recall. I don't know how they work for the EU. This is interesting. I'm going to check them out. Let's see. So they do have the radar. And wow, look at these lists of abilities. You can build missile turrets. You can buy Zerg defenses, Terran defenses, and Protoss defenses. This is trippy. What is the pylon for? For a photon cannon. Okay, so I assume that that's for Protoss bases. Mass recall, that's going to be able to recall all the units back, and there we go, there's the Marine Jet. Wow, this even has a chrono boost too? Oh my gosh, and a silo, no kidding, it can seriously do a nuke. Wow, these support towers are crazy good. I love the EU support towers. That's fantastic. I want to see that more. These Stalkers trying to go toe-to-toe with the Beetles, and it looks like actually not doing a whole lot of damage. Looks like Conk with the high ground and with the better concave is going to be able to do more damage to Platanics. And on the high ground is Riskgrabber. He's going to be pushing back Zafir. But I don't know, Zafir, you probably shouldn't be engaging this. They have a really good concave on you. And if they stim and stutter step, there we go. The stutter step coming in, and his supply is quickly going down. 223 in total. But oh no, pROz coming from behind. And wait, they do have a fairly good concave, but he does have that high ground. He does have the mothership there. And ooh, still getting attacked by Zafir. It looks like Riskgrabber was kind of in a bit of a pickle, but able to pull himself out as pROz deciding to run away. And look at this, they're targeting the mothership. He could be going too deep here, and he's going to lose all those units there. Lots of micro trying, or lots of stutter step micro trying to come out from the Maranger. And losing all that right there in that engagement, that probably was a little bit of a mistake. Just feeding pROz pretty much. And pROz is going to be in a very healthy lead. Look at this, almost 4,000. He's double everybody else on the board, at least in a triple in some cases. Constant Venom in serious trouble. Platanics is actually doing fairly well against them and actually winning the engagements at this tower. He now has the high ground, and these roaches are just not going to cut it against these Stalkers. 2 armor, 3 upgrades all ready for them, and these destroyers coming out with 5 attack. And that's going to match the intensity, at least from top left, with 5 attack Marauders. And I wonder how much this mothership costs, because we haven't seen an upgrade come out from top left in a while. I wonder why that is. That is very strange. He doesn't even have the concussive shells. He does have a really big supply, though, and he's using it to his advantage, coming in and getting a Riskgrabber, even taking the high ground. And I want to see if this mothership can do a vortex. It looks like, oh, you have to research it? What? That is really interesting. Look, I can even see the control groups coming down here, and that's super cool. I really do like that. And just looking at the supply real quick, it looks like Kontz is down to 373. He does have a second Hunter Killer out, though, and I assume you can get all three. And this is strange that you can actually upgrade into a Kerrigan Ultimate. Does this require different, like, do you need at least 2 or 3 Hunter Killers? I don't know. That could be the case, and that could be why they can't really merge into it. Wait, there we go. If you double-click both of them, it does say that you can merge into a Kerrigan, so I imagine it did require 2, and that's why he got out the second one. In the US version, there's actually 3 of them, and you can't merge them into anything, but wow, wouldn't that be cool, guys? If you're playing the US and you can merge it into a Kerrigan, I would totally freak, because that would just be incredible. So Venom coming out here trying to do something. Is he going to try to push for the middle? He's got to do something. There we go. There is actually 3 Hunter Killers, and maybe it does take 3 in order to get the Kerrigan Ultimate Hero. I don't know, but 3 is very powerful. No upgrades so far, and there's actually no levels on this. That's really interesting. You can upgrade the Hunter Killer levels, and maybe in this game there just isn't any hero levels. I don't see any heroes right now other than the Hunter Killers, so I could be wrong, guys. I'm going to have to learn this map extensively. Zafar actually overextending himself a little bit as Garth able to come in. And uh-oh, pROz is actually sandwiched. And ooh, Riskgrabber coming around. But wow, the recall. He was able to get out of there. That was actually a really smart move by pROz. He could have been in big trouble there. And pROz could be coming around to possibly sandwich Riskgrabber. He's got to be careful to get those Zerglings into the front so that you can absorb that damage. There we go. And Riskgrabber trying to micro. He's getting sandwiched, though. In fact, losing a lot of units very quickly. He just dropped 160 supply. And Spider Venom, if you're watching, you know what's coming. Yes, he just got Glass Cannon. Losing a huge supply there. Vortex coming down, and look at that. That is so pretty. In fact, recalling units. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. And then mass recalling out. This is awesome. I love how quick this is. An 8 attack for this mercenary. So I'm assuming that the Marauders have 8 attack? No? How, is this considered a hero? Like, is there different upgrades? Because this mothership has 8 attack, and that's where the money has been going into. Guys, I need to learn this. Oh my gosh, this is just so intense. This is so crazy. I love it. European Marine Arena Masters is just incredible. One thing we haven't seen, though, is these Vikings come out. And really, how is it that they have 10 attack? The mothership, oh, now has 10 attack, too. And Marauders now have 10 attack. Okay, so now the attacks are even? I don't know. My mind is blown. Was I just seeing things? Look at how beautiful this creep is, though. Look at the reflections. I kind of want this for the US side, because that's really pretty. In fact, sometimes, though, the glow is a little bit too much, but I like this shadowing. It just gives it a way different feel. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. So here we go. A really good concave by Zafar, taking on 3 at once. He had really good splits. And it actually forced Risk and Garth to back up, but Garth is going to be able to take the top. He actually abandons it for now. And taking the Xel'Naga Tower is going to be pROz. He was doing a little bit of damage to Kontz. And it looks like we have a Chrono Boost coming out. And can you seriously Chrono Boost your training? That is great. We have to implement that in the US for situations where you need to pump out a lot of units very quick. And Platanix is actually being a little risky. He's taking the top side. It looks like Zafar is trying to keep Riskgrabber from being able to get the surround. And even Garth trying to protect, it almost seems like he's protecting Platanix by pushing pROz back. Kontz trying to make something happen, but Platanix able to sit up here and do massive amounts of damage. In fact, he even blinks in, taking out some of pROz units. But Venom coming in here with the stim. He's trying to make it happen, but he's losing a ton of units. And Platanix might just benefit completely from this. He still has a huge supply, 443. And let's just take a look at the money right now. Yes, Platanix did in favor, I believe, in that fight with 4,024. And Zafar not too far behind with 3,186. But the leader still is pROz. He's definitely in the leaderboard, 6,781. And Riskgrabber and Garth not too far behind. Technically, though, guys, let's just get technical here. If we look at bottom left, their combined money is 8,700, 800. It's about 8,800 or so, where pROz technically only has about 7,600 and possibly 700 because his partner left. So overall, I would say that bottom left has a stronger overall team, but it's going to take a lot of teamwork in order to make it happen to where he can defeat pROz. And top right is just suffering so hard right now, unable to really get into the game as they're both about at 2,000 each, bringing their total team score to about 4,000. And are they going to be able to make something happen? They could just be pushing really hard possibly to make this Kerrigan Ultimate Hero, and who knows, that could be a total game changer. We'll find out. Stay tuned, guys. But in the meantime, it looks like the action has kind of lulled. Is there an APM tab? Yes, there is, so we can actually see the APMs going for these teams, and it looks like Kontz actually with really high APM. Garth pushing it up to 216, and I love just seeing the APMs and seeing exactly how these guys play. And look at the APMs just going crazy as soon as the battle starts. It looks like 290. Oh my gosh, going up to 500 APM for pROz. That is incredible. He's just microing like crazy. And look at this, 300 for Riskgrabber, 350 or so on average. And that's just crazy. It looks like the highest average, though, is going to be Riskgrabber, 228 on average the entire game. But wow, did you guys see that? Up to 500 for just a split second. That is incredible. And just looking at the units real quick, we still have one Viking for top left. Nothing too serious coming out. We do have Marauders still for Venon, Marauders for pROz, and no other tech is going to be coming out. I think that these should be upgraded to Lancers. There we go. I think they were upgraded a long time ago. And I don't know why I thought they were Stalkers. But disregard that. Everybody has their tech it seems like they're going for. And I want to see some heroes come out. What kind of heroes is capable of being made? Can I even see that here in the shop? Look at, there's the Infested Savior. So let's look at heroes. So we do have the Phoenix. They have a Ghost. They have Thor. Hunter Killer, which we do see. There's the Infester, the Brutalist. It's actually very similar to US. No Smashinator though, guys, despite this being 1.0. If you guys don't remember Smashinator, you have not been playing long enough. But I love the way this kind of looks. It's a little messy for me. It looks like everything is really big, but that's just because I'm not used to it. I mean, whoever plays this, they're totally look at this. But look, this is what I love. Upgrade base defense damage. That is so crazy. Do you guys remember how you could get flame tower? Remember when you could get ravens and you had the flamethrowers that could come out for the turrets? That was incredible. I loved that. And let me just look at the points tab real quick. pROz coming out with 8,400, but look at the Riskgrabber and Garth. They have about a combined total of 10,800 each, as opposed to about the 9,000 for pROz. So actually, pROz is not doing too bad. They're catching up to bottom left as a total unit. Or I'm sorry, a total army supply and a total army value. 13 upgrades. Oh my gosh, 13. This is so quick. I mean, the times in this, everything in this is going very, very fast. There is no timer that I can see, but I believe that we are at the 20-minute mark, or possibly even the 30-minute mark. I think it's 20. Don't quote me on that, guys. So we have the Hydralisk coming out with Kongs, and with those 3 Hunter Killers, it's pretty much just an all Hydralisk army. I wish you could almost generate some creep, and I don't think that's going to happen until maybe if we see the Kerrigan. The Kerrigan might be able to generate creep. I don't know. I know that the Queen in Marine Arena US can generate creep, and I still love this little bit of creep that's coming out for Ronin's units. That's just incredible. And you know what? In fact, top left could benefit if he upgraded those Zerglings into Cracklings or something like that. Maybe even Tanklings. That way there's just a little bit of buffer between those Marauders. 232 hit points currently for those. And looking at Garth, Garth has a little bit more hit points. Deciding with 8 attack, bottom right. 3 armor ups, 5 attack for Zafir. And looking at the top right, these Hydralisks are at 5 attack. I don't see if there's any hit point upgrades. They might start with 250 each early on. 6 attack for the Marauders for Venon. And this is crazy. 13 attack, 40 damage with those shrapnel grenades. And in Mariner in the US, that's splash damage, folks. So that's tons of damage. 30 damage only for bottom left. And Lancers do a little bit of splash damage too. I mean, it's kind of like a bounce ability. It's not necessarily splash per se, but 17 damage each for those. And oh no, he was surrounded. He actually got it from top right, top left, and bottom left all at the same time, and losing his supply there. What did he drop down to? He's at 390 supply now currently. And ooh, that was a big pickoff. And wait a minute, what is this? Plus 75 rank points. What is that? I don't even know what that is, guys. And I'm assuming that's because the hunter killers were destroyed. And I think so. Yes, he did lose 2 hunter killers, and I wonder what that even means. The rank points. That's tripping me out, guys. I have no idea what that is. Riskgrabber going to be able to take the high ground. It looks like Zafir is fighting for it, and Zafir might be able to get it. No, actually, Garth comes around the bottom side trying to get the surround. He needs to do a little bit of stutter step and get in there. Look, he's actually being held back by the Marines. A little bit of a mistake for bottom left. And the Ghost coming out. Is the Ghost a hero, though? I think the Ghost is a hero. And if it is, it should have some kind of experience points. Maybe that's why it said plus 75 rank points. That could be applying to the Ghost. I really have no idea, guys. Don't quote me. I'm sorry that I do not have that information. But let me know in the comment section if that's what is going on, or, you know, maybe if that's just something that shows that the unit died. I mean, I really have no idea. So it looks like Garth and Zafir are going to be fighting back-to-back. Or, I'm sorry, head-to-head. And Riskgrabber coming in to try to support Garth. They have a fairly good concave. If Garth would have stayed up on the high ground, deciding to back out. The scan goes down. Platanix with a nice blink in, trying to fight at the Zelnaga tower. It looks like Riskgrabber with the scan, trying to pick off the units. But look at this, pROz is coming in, and Riskgrabber is stuck in this position where he doesn't know where to go, and he doesn't want to feed pROz. It's almost as if he was trying to feed bottom right, just to prevent all that feed. But you know what? I think Garth could have got the good surround, and decided not to. I think Garth he had his head in the clouds, and that's because Platanix was coming around. And yes, that is the Savior. That's what we saw earlier. And, whoa, the Savior is trippy looking. Did you see those beams coming out? Oh my gosh, that was like Star Wars or something. That looked super sick. The scan going down for pROz. He did take off the Observer there at the high ground for the Zelnaga tower. But Garth able to pick off a lot of pROz units with this high ground. The Guardian Shield did go down, reducing damage from those range units. And unable to hold, though. I mean, he really only has 1 Marauder left. And he's down to 136 supply. Totally got glass cannon there. And it's going to take a while before he's able to build up. 9 attack currently. Let's look at pROz attack. 13 still. And he doesn't have that mothership. He does still have the Ghost, though. And look at this. He has almost enough money. Wait, he does have enough money, I believe, to promote to a Spectre. And I want to see the Spectre. I want to see exactly how it does. He still has it cloaked there. He could possibly get into a position where he could destroy these hunter killers. But if a scan goes down, there it is. There is a scan. That Ghost could have been in serious trouble. The surround coming from the Zerglings. pROz inching in. He's trying to get the top ground. No, actually, the storm coming down. Who did that storm? Where did that storm come from? And let me just look at the units tab. Oh my gosh, we have a Tassadar coming out for Riskgrabber. And, I mean, these guys don't even have levels, do they? This is totally weird. How do they just promote? Do they just save up money? That's kind of cool that you don't have to sit there and level up the unit. But at the same time, how did they get those upgrades? I mean, uh-oh, it looks like Platanix with a little bit of lag. No, we could be seeing the second lag out for the day. I have no idea what's happening, guys, because I'm coming in into this with absolutely no lag, and this is incredible. So, I don't know what Riskgrabber here is saying. There we go. Please, stay into the game. Stay in the game. Oh, no. Now Garth is lagging. Everybody seems to be lagging. Uh-oh. And it looks like with that Cran announcement, there is a Spectre coming out on the field. And that's going to take a very long time. 180 in-game seconds. Okay, it's much faster than in the US. In the US, it is dreadfully slow. So anything like 100 in-game seconds is very long. 180, whew, that would be crazy. And could be us? I don't know. It could be the stream, guys. I hope it's not. But let me know if the stream is coming in loud and clear, or if there's any buffers. In fact, I could do a little Alt-Tab here, just check the dashboard. And no, actually no comments coming out, so I think everything is good. It must just be the players. And let me tell you guys, this game is action-packed, and I love seeing this High Templar on the top ground. And that's going to be actually big trouble for pROz, because he does have all those lings, and that could be really good feed for the High Templar. It looks like my computer is slowing down the game. Am I lagging it, guys? Uh-oh. And actually, it is coming in a little bit laggy. And I don't know where this lag is coming from. I'm not doing anything except the streaming. And it was running totally fine for at least 30 minutes. There we go. It looks like it is kind of catching up. There must have just been a little glitch in the system, guys. Good concave, though, coming out from Zaffer, picking off all of Venon's units, and Kontz finally coming in to back up his partner. There we go. I think Kontz should have pushed for the high ground, possibly did a little surround on Zaffer, and that's going to hurt them in a big way. Let's just look at the points tab real quick. I hate that I have to switch to this, but that's okay. This game is not quite optimized for observers yet, and that is fine. Eventually it will, and sorry about that, guys. I forgot to set my phone to easy mode, keeping it really, really loud, and that ringtone is what you heard. So let me just reduce this down to vibrate. There we go. And looking at the points tab, it looks like pROz still doing fairly well with 11,578, but look at this. Riskgrabber and Garth with a total combined team total of 16,000 points, 1675 actually. And so technically pROz is going to be in a big disadvantage, at least until that Spectre comes out, because bottom left, I feel, has the stronger army advantage. Kontz still in a lot of trouble despite, he does have the high ground, but look at this, he's fighting 3 teams at the same time. Garth from the bottom left, Zaffer from the bottom right, and pROz coming in from top, and it looks like Kontz is now slowing down the game. We're just getting lag from everywhere. It could just be a server issue, guys. I really do apologize. And venon trying to push back pROz. He could lose all of his units here, as pROz does have the superior army advantage with 14 upgrades compared to only 9 upgrades for top right. He does have 1 armor upgrade, and how many hit points does these Marauders have? I think starting to pump the hit point upgrades would be ideal, but he did invest in the Spectre. And here we go, the nuke coming down. How long does it take for the nuke to get here? This has been at least 5 seconds, 6 seconds. I think it's about 6 seconds, and actually hurting his own units here more than anything. I think he picked off a few units here and there from Kontz, but that was awesome to see. Oh my gosh, he's training another nuke. And this is crazy. Does this Spectre have to stay here while it's training that nuke? That kind of puts it in an awful position, really. But pROz has the very strong mercenaries, so he's going to be just fine. He's going to be able to protect it. Guardian Shield going down in the middle. Garth could get surrounded here. Where's his partner going? Oh no, Riskgrabber needs to go in health. Garth, what is he doing? He went right back to base. He's just chilling there. What is going on? And Garth is kind of stuck out here right in the middle, and there we go. He does get surrounded. Oh, that's what it was. It looks like his teammate already knew that, and with the recall, he was able to save his skin. Oh my gosh. Typically, you would not see that in a regular game. You have to help out your partner in the US. But great reaction time from Garth, able to get those units out very quickly. And these Lancers getting pretty beefy, 4 armor, 9 attack. I want to see some more hit point upgrades. And wow, it's going super laggy because we have a storm coming down, or I'm sorry, a nuke coming down. This could hit all of Riskgrabber's units. He needs to back out. Oh my gosh, it connects and takes out a huge majority of his army. What was Riskgrabber doing? It could have been a little bit of just micromanagement. And wow, pROz, great connect there. And let's just look at his points, 12,800 right now. I still think bottom left has the better advantage. But not if that keeps happening. Force field coming down to keep Zaffer out, and it looks like Garth coming around the bottom side to possibly get the surround. It looks like he backs out. Zaffer pushing forward, though. He did overcharge, so he's trying to do damage to these units. And overcharge does produce some splash, I believe. Let's see. No, it actually just increases damage. That's really interesting. So the destroyers in the EU does not have splash. That sucks. Really sad to see that, because destroyers are so strong in the US because of that splash. And I'm wondering if these Marangers or Marauders have splash. It's not going to say if they have splash damage, but they definitely do in the US. And that's something I'm going to have to research, guys. I will get back to you. Storm does go down on Platanic's units, and he's got to be careful of Lincoln from those Stalkers. He could pick off that High Templar, only having 450 hit points and very few shields. There we go. The blink does go in. He does focus the High Templar, but not able to do it. It looks like Riskgrabber having too many mercenaries. But look, he's coming back for more, and this is very scary because Riskgrabber could have just been taken out right there. And Platanic's going, crap. He knows he lost some units there. And Riskgrabber, with the smile, he's very happy about that. It was actually a good pickoff. Top right, though, what are they going to do? He's kind of sitting on a really huge supply. He does have Marines, but there's no upgrades. He might just want to disable that Marine production and go strictly Hydralisk, because those Marines are, for the most part, just going to get in the Hydralisk sway. But wow, big damage from the Hydralisk. In fact, Zaffer able to take out Skygrabber, and I'm having some sound issues. Just a second. Sorry about that. I don't know what my voice is wanting to do right now. It's a little scratchy all of a sudden. Hold on just one second. And there we go. It looks like, oh my gosh, the Spectre was loaded up into this Medivac, but dropped right at the last second, and it stayed cloak. So they weren't able to see it, and he was able to escape from there. That was a really good pickoff from Venon, but unable to secure the Spectre kill. And does he have a Ghost for himself? Yes, he does. So we could see Spectre versus Spectre here in a moment if he gets enough to upgrade it. He doesn't have enough currently. Platanix with a big blink, and he's trying to kill Venon's units, and in fact he does. He's doing lots of damage. Garth on the high ground, though, is doing some damage to Platanix. And Riskgrabber, I think he should have just ran right in. They probably could have got this around. He has a superior army right now. 523 supply. There's only 220. Storm does go down on Zaffer, but really just stim up and go in. It looks like Garth has the right idea. But with his partner not backing him up, I think he's just afraid of losing this High Templar. But really, you don't need to be afraid, buddy. I can tell you for certain that it's not required. Just go right in. You've got a serious advantage, and you can wipe out pretty much any army on the field except top left. You might have a little bit of trouble on that. And Riskgrabber decided, you got to take the high ground, buddy. Go take the high ground. You can get the surround on pros, and you're such a huge army, you don't have to worry about anything, really. Let's take a look at the ups. He's got 9 ups currently. I think he spent some money just getting this hero upgrade, so his mercs are going to be a little bit weaker. And it looks like Garth with 9 attack upgrades too, but look at the health. 378 health. 342 for the Maranger, and I need to learn what the difference is between the Marauder and the Maranger is. I think Marauders are incredible in the US because they have just serious splash damage, but I wonder what's in favor with the Maranger. It looks like, see, damage versus armored 51 and damage versus biological 60. So Marangers just might be in favor of just doing extra damage to armored, while the Marauder is more or less for biological. And really, there aren't a whole lot of armored units out here, except for the Stalkers. I don't think these hybrid destroyers are armored at all. Damage focus mechanical. It should say exactly what if they are armored or not on the tooltips. Is Marauders armored? Yes, they are armored. So Marangers actually, I believe, counters the Marauders a little bit. Let's see. Wait a minute. So Marauder, armored biological, damage focus armored. Marauder, armored biological, damage focus biological. So it's almost as if that the Marauder and the Marauder kind of counter each other a little bit, as they're both armored and both biological. So I think in the long run, the Marauder might be stronger just because, or I'm sorry, like the Marauders for top left is stronger simply because he has higher upgrades. And look at this. Ooh, that was a really good placement for that nuke. It actually trapped Kontz into this choke point. And oh, he's getting surrounded. He's losing so many units here. And he could even lose this Hunter Killer. He does burrow it. The scan does go down. And one pops. And the second one is going to pop soon. There it goes. And a storm coming down from Venon. And top right is in a huge pickle as bottom left able to secure those kills. And let's just look at the points real quick. Yeah, it looks like Garth and Skygrabber coming out with about 5,000 points ahead of pros with the total team points. And wow, that's just going to put Venom and Kontz so far behind. Look at this. 5,000 for Venom, Kontz at 7,220. Bottom right, not doing too bad. Platanix is still hanging in there, but Zaffer, I think, is struggling just a little bit to get a footing in this game. And so I think it's pretty much going to be down to top left and bottom left at this point. But bottom left has a huge army supply. Look at this. 507, 903 for Riskgrabber, and only 276 for Mafia pROz. And even suppled with this this Ronin supply, it's just not going to be enough. I mean, that's only 300 total supply, about 400, and that's going to come nowhere close to 900. He does have stronger units. He is going to be able to do a lot more damage, but he might need to rely specifically on the Spectre just to do something, at least to get them moving, maybe get them out of the high ground, and keep doing what he did, getting those kind of choke points by using the nuke. And oh no, Garth is just obliterating Kontz. And there we go. We do have a big stim, a big run-in, and oh, just killing that Hunter Killer with ease. It went down after just like 2 seconds of being hit. But, ooh, actually these Hydralisks, with a good surround, able to pick off the rest of the Marauders, even a little bit of high ground action coming from Platanics. And again, Riskgrabber just nowhere to be found. That's really interesting that he decides to stay back. I think he just wants to build up a superior army, possibly rushing top left. Let's see if there's any saviors. Yes, actually. What? You guys get 4 saviors each? Oh my gosh. That must make games incredibly long. We only get 2, 1 each in the US, and they are very, very precious for sure. So, you know what? If Riskgrabber accidentally went too far into a base, this could be some serious trouble, as he could lose a huge army, and it's gonna benefit somebody. They're gonna be in the lotto pretty soon. And the Spectre could be getting ready to do some kind of nuke action. No, actually does an EMP. I don't think it connected, though. It looks like he still has full points. The scan does go down. He's targeting the Spec, and this could be bad. Oh no, he's losing a lot of units. 800 units now in total, and it looks like pROz has barely lost anything, so that was not good for Riskgrabber. That was pretty much just straight food for top left. And wow, he's still mowing down these units. Oh, he just lost a lot there. But who cares, because Garth coming in and picking off bottom right might overextend himself a little bit. We could see a save come out. Nope, he actually backs out. But top left is in a little bit of trouble because he's down to 114 supply. If the other teams knew about this and went for him, they could eliminate him. We could see that actually here still. So stay tuned for that. A little bit of action going on from Riskgrabber and Platanics trying to fight for this Xel'Naga tower on the bottom side. And I wonder what Zafir's going to do. He has started with Marines, and it looks like he got the weapon speed upgrade. The range is still 4.5, and I don't favor that at all. I think he needs to at least get 1 range upgrade, bringing it up to 5.25. Because really, he's not going to be able to do anything. He's kind of trapped, in a sense, not dealing damage. So these Marines are not very effective. So he needs to get the upgrades, because there's no way he's going to be able to compete with 6 range from any of these units. In fact, I think these Hydralisks even have 6 range. Yes, they do. So he needs to get at least 1 Marine upgrade, and if he's going to go Marines, he has to have better micro. Putting the hybrid destroyers in the front, kind of running them in a little bit, using them as the cannon fodder, as a wall, and allowing the Marines to do a lot of damage. 8 attacks, though, are still serious. In fact, we could see some call downs from the support tower, and let's just see how much it is. Yes, it's 150. It's the same in the US. And oh my gosh, can you chrono boost your command center to get out Marines faster? I would love that. Oh my gosh. Can we get some of that, please? The surround going at Garth's units, and look at this. They're so beefy. 387 attack, and I mean these Elves don't do, or I'm sorry, the Zerglings don't do anything at all, except provide with a little bit of vision. In fact, if we go to Mofo's tab, now we can see he does have superior vision, as he does have the high ground, and he also has these Zerglings. If he doesn't get scanned, then he's going to be able to see exactly what's going on. And he might even decide to burrow a little bit of Zerglings up here at the top. Let's switch back to the everything cam, because it looks like that Spectre was in a little bit of danger getting scanned from top right. But no, actually Platanics coming in to try and put a little bit of pressure on the base. Could even go for a Merc snipe here. Stim coming up, and it looks like Garth could be in trouble. He's in a choke point, and actually pROz has the superior position. And it looks like Riskgrabber needs to come around from the bottom side and try to put pressure on the middle. There we go. Now they're going to have a superior position. And that was pretty much just food for pROz. But there we go. Newt coming down. He's going to try to pressure Garth from going back. But he's running out of units, so he's really not going to be able to do anything. Is he going to lose Zerglings? Wow, there they go. Running Zerglings right into the nuke. And it looks like the recall coming up from Riskgrabber, and that was exactly what he needed to do, because he could have got sandwiched right here. Able to escape, though. Are we going to see the heal on the Spectre? There's not enough mana, though, in the beacon to use that heal. It does take 50 to transfuse, so he's going to back out for now. And let's see what kind of tower he has. He does have a support tower. He could, I guess, transfuse from that tower if he needed to. But, whoa, did he use a Lash? Is that what I saw? Oh my gosh, the Spectre has Psionic Lash. And that's exactly what just killed one of these Hydralisks. So another 10 minutes has passed. I believe this is the 40-minute mark. Let me see if I can switch to another person's cam. Let's see. Well, Garth is 1. Is there a timer? No, there's not. And I might just need to enable a timer right in StarCraft itself. Let me see if I can go to the options. And there should be a timer that I can enable. Where is that timer? Nope. God, I don't even remember where the timer is. It's been a long time, guys. Show game timer. There we go. Except, return to the game. And there we go. Actually, this is showing it's been an hour. And that might just be sped up. I wish there was an actual timer for the game. You usually see it over here on the right side as well with a leaderboard. But, am I just not seeing it? Let's see. No, I can't click on anything like this. So all it says is leaderboard, but there needs to be some kind of timer somewhere. So that way I can see in-game showing the hour. I don't know if it's been an hour, guys. What do you think? I don't think it's quite been an hour. I think it's only been 30 or 40 minutes or so. StarCraft 2 likes to speed things up sometimes, and I have no idea why, but that's just their decision, and you know what? I'm not going to argue with one of the biggest game designers in the world right now. And the nuke does go down. It doesn't connect with anything except for a few of those Zerglings yet again. And look, Garth is just going crazy. He could get saved here. It looks like top right deciding not to use the save. There's a lot of lag going down, and Garth losing a lot of units. Pro is going to come in here, and I'm sorry, Mafia pROz, he's going to try to do damage too, but wow, the superior concave actually taking out a lot of those units. And that was bad for pROz, actually really good for Kontz and Venom. That was a really superior concave that they had, really good arc, and able to just take out all those units, dealing just way more damage. Garth, not out of it yet, though. He's going straight for Zafir. It looks like Riskgrabber, you need to get in there, buddy. Oh my gosh, there we go. The stim, he goes in. He's getting right in the face of those units, but remember, those Marines have a lot of attack, and there we go. Those Marines finally paying off. And 10 attack for those destroyers. I think that Riskgrabber could probably finish it off. I mean, he's already committed. But no, actually, Garth getting attacked from the top right side and also blinked in by Platanics. And wow, it took forever for those units to die, though. Garth is seriously strong. 15,591, 13,000 for Riskgrabber, and he's really catching up to pROz. pROz could be in a lot of trouble. As bottom left, I mean, they pretty much have a total combined points. I mean, they have, what, 28,000 so far, 29, whereas top left is kind of stuck at 18,000 for their total overall points. So bottom left, I think, is going to be able to win this, folks, unless they do something seriously wrong. I really don't see them losing. We could see some calldowns, and this is what's interesting. The calldowns are superior for the command centers. That must be very hard to be able to actually get a calldown and do any damage. But the Merc spawns are really wide open. I mean, look at this. There's a nice, generous space for the Marines to call down. And the way that the Marines kind of come out for the command centers, I mean, it looks like they're all just kind of bundled up right here. It's going to take a while before they can even get close enough to deal damage to those drops. So drops can be very effective on the mercenaries. Not so much, though, for the command center. So even getting planetaries just don't seem to be any kind of a need until way, way in the late game. Not so much the case for Marine Arena US. The command centers are a little bit exposed. And look at all the damage coming out. How did he get Jim Raynors? That's hilarious. Is that an upgrade that you can get for the Marines? Oh my gosh, 14 attack, range 6.25. What? That's incredible. 6.25 for Marines. Yes, please. I will take that. 155 hit points and 2 armor. Oh my gosh, these Marines are getting deadly. And I want to see some calldowns. Garth, if you can hear me somehow through the void, I'm telling you, I want to see calldowns. Start taking out some of these mercenary buildings. Please and thank you. And oh no, the Ghost is going to get taken out. There it goes, 450 rank points. I have no idea what that means, but he just got a ton of rank points for killing that Ghost. I wonder how much the Spectre gives. Meanwhile, there is some back and forth going on from pROz, and he's got to be careful of these Gym Raiders. They're so strong, and they're very good range. Actually, the storm's going down on pROz, and pROz is in a terrible position as he's just being decimated by Garth, now the superior one here. And look at this, his entire army was taken out. He got glass cannon, son. 76 total supply for top left. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. I think Garth is just taking a clean sweep right here. I mean, pROz did have the early on advantage, but I think going Spectre was kind of the wrong thing to do. I'm not saying that a hero is bad at all, not in the least, but I think his mercenaries are just kind of suffering. And here we go, the nuke going down on Venon. Is he going to be able to get down away on time? Oh no, the Spectre was scanned, and oh, it could go down. It is so close. 1,000 hit points, 900, 500, 300, 166, and just barely escapes. No, he could be picked off right here on the high ground. Oh, wow, escaping with 175 hit points total. And look at Garth just coming in and taking out Venon. Oh my gosh, these things are scary. I love the look, though, of the Gym Rainer. That is crazy. Meanwhile, there is some back and forth going on from Zaffer. Riskgrabber able to take out a lot of his supply, too. 707 for Risk and down to 214 for Zaffer. That's really, really low. Bottom left is just playing very smart, very calculated. I did see a few mistakes here and there, but it didn't even matter. I mean, they're just overall playing very safe, very careful, and it's paying off in the big end. I wish that Riskgrabber would be a little bit more risky, kind of contrary to what his name says, isn't it? But that's okay, though, because their team is still doing a very good job. Looking at the points, 17,311. He's almost right up with pROz just by himself, and pROz does have all that money because he has that lever advantage. So he's not going to have that advantage pretty soon. Riskgrabber at 15,403, and top right and bottom right, it looks like they're about even. It almost looks like their team is exactly the same. Venon 8,000, Kontz 10, Zaffer 8,000, and Platanix 10. So really the only risk, it seems, is bottom left at this point. And really, when you have 16 attack Gym Rainers, oh my gosh, I love it. Please do that for Marine Arena US. I would love 6.25 range for my Marines. I will get that each and every time. Oh my gosh. Look at how quickly it just melts away this army with barely any army for Garth. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. But 18 damage coming out from top left. And you know, really, I think the sad thing here is that there's just not enough hit points. He needs to get more hit points. The damage is great. I mean, but look, with all that money that he's spending for attack, is the attack really going up that much? It's only 52 damage. 69 for biological, but really the hit point upgrades are going to be way more beneficial. They just scale better, so sometimes in the late game, getting hit points and armor is definitely the way to go rather than just being pure attack. And if you do decide to go attack, how about upgrading those Zerglings maybe to a Tankling? I mean, I think you can upgrade it to a Tankling. Let's see. You can get Cracklings. Oh, I guess you can only get Cracklings. You can't get Tanklings in this, but even so, Cracklings would still provide something. I mean, he can get some hit point upgrades and maybe even possibly turn them into Banelings. Could do some serious damage to these Rainers. Storm goes down on pROz, and he's just losing so much army because these Gym Rainers are incredibly strong. Oh my gosh, 34 damage on a Marine. This quickly. Gosh, this game is so quick. And Venon's saying it's a little laggy. Sorry. It's probably me. Streams for the win, and I hope you guys at home are loving this. This has been action-packed. Lots of micro. The map seems almost a little bit smaller, and Marine Arena 2 seems just, I mean, huge in comparison. And Platanix coming out with the blink. He's going to try to face off against Venon. Scan does go down, and look at this. Oh, 255 points. Who died there? It looks like the High Templar was picked off. But top left in a bad position as he's down to 79. Got glass cannon again for his overall total supply. And Kontz could be glass cannon too because Riskgrabber coming in. He does have some powerful Marines, but look at this. All these Marangers are kind of stuck. There he goes. Now he's starting to micro and stutter step into the army because his Marangers just were not there to be able to do the damage. Losing a lot of Marines there. And Garth coming in. 6.25 range. I love it. And Zaffer could be spreading himself a little bit too thin. They might have the superior concave. No, actually, Zaffer not doing too bad with these hybrid destroyers. 10 attack, 4 for his armor and 260 points with 145 shields. Those are very strong units. Do not count him out quite yet. It looks like these Gym Raiders, though, almost 200 hit points each, and I love it. I love seeing the hit points. I want to start seeing the drops, though. Where are the drops, guys? Please appease the rage sauce. Do some drops, please, please, please. I would love to see it. And still doing very good damage on Zaffer. It looks like pROz is going to take the middle for now. But I think with the superior army for Riskgrabber, look at this 819 supply. Look at how quickly they come out, though. 822, 829. That's just so quick. And here we go. The High Templar back out on the field. That revived extremely quick. Usually takes forever for heroes to come out on the US side. So very, very quick coming out. And oh no, he could possibly lose the Spectre. The Storm comes down, killing off a few units. The scan was there, but he just wasn't able to do it. I think Garth maybe could have done a little bit of a call down, possibly got a surround on that. But deciding not to. It doesn't look like Garth favoring these call downs at all. He does have, let's see how much money he has. He has 657, so he could have possibly done it. And I don't even see some call downs going down on these mercs yet. I want to see it. This is exactly what I would start doing. And Riskgrabber could be in trouble. He's lost a lot of his army. Garth needs to come and bolster it a little bit because this High Templar could be taken out. Venon actually coming and saving the day, it seems. Pushing Zaffer back. And, he could be in trouble, though, because pROz could come from the middle or even the top side and get a surround on this Ghost. But I don't think he saw it. The scan does go down on the high ground. He does see an observer, and lash right to the face. 75 points for pROz there. Good pickoff from the Spectre. And now that there's no obs there, he could possibly be free to go in and do a nuke. But I love this. Garth on the high ground. There was a recall. He was recalled back to the base for Kontz. Good job. And, Garth could be out of position here. He might need to mass recall back himself. But no, actually, he doesn't even care because his Marauders are so strong and the Gym Raiders are going to town on these units. Whew, lots of points for bottom left. Let's look at the scoreboard. Oh, he's just about to pass pROz. 20,600 now. And it's just going up, and he did just pass pROz. pROz going to be in a lot of trouble. Riskgrabber not that far behind either, and top right and bottom right are just in trouble. They're pulling their hair out, probably trying to figure out what are they going to do, and they pretty much just stayed in base the whole game. Very little action coming out from top right, and bottom right, good action. In fact, good concaves from Zaffer, but just not there, not able to do it. And Zaffer saying lag game, and yeah, I guess it is a little bit laggy, guys. I do apologize. Specs might need to leave. We do have some spectators still in the game, but it is lagging for some of them, and I think they are still in game. If there is, though, go ahead and exit just for now, and hopefully no one playing is watching stream. It will lag like crazy if you do. So if you are playing and you happen to be watching the stream or whatever, just to hear the announcements or whatever, go ahead and turn the stream off. It's just going to lag very, very badly. In fact, now the game is going a little bit faster, so could have just been a little server error. I don't know, server glitch. It happens, guys. Don't worry about it. And look at all these Marangers up here on the high ground. I would actually get some of them off of that high ground and just put them in with the army. You only need one. But whatever, man. I'm not even going to argue with Riskgrabber. Riskgrabber and Garth doing very, very well this game. And you know what's curious is there's not a single planetary fortress out on the field. I don't believe, looking just real quick, no there's not. And that could be dangerous for these teams, as a call down could do serious damage on the CC. I mean, how many hit points do the CCs have? Yeah, they only have 10,000. And with these Marines just getting stronger and stronger, look at this, still 16 damage. 240 hit points now. Those Marines are going to town with the hit point upgrades, and it's paying off in a big way. Able to take out one of the Hunter Killers there, and Venom saying, sorry, I can't play like this. I guess it's just too laggy for them. So any spectators, please leave. I don't know if there's any specs in the game. I think there was 2 or 3, but they might be lagging up the game. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully we'll be able to remedy this in a moment. I don't see anyone leaving, though. So these players are going to be playing in a slightly laggy game, and that's really unfortunate. That's so weird though, because the game was going just fine. It's really unfortunate. Internet, you be wonky. Fix yourself, please. And it looks like Jim Raynor's coming out for top left. Only 6 attack though, and that's just not enough damage. It looks like Garth able to come in and do so much damage that, oh my gosh, the entire army was completely obliterated there. In fact, the scan goes down. Could even see the Spectres. Got to be so careful, as the Marauders do have slow. But look at this. It looks like Ronin coming in to try to be a little bit of a tank and boss some of these units back, but that's not going to be enough. And this could be trouble. Oh, if the scan would have went down, he would have got that so quickly. Meanwhile, there's a little bit of back and forth going on from Platanix. It looks like he's going to lose his army, though. Scan does go down just to make sure that there's nothing there. And all the units were taken out. Zafir just kind of chilling out back at the base. He does have 350 unit supply. Looking at top left, he keeps getting glass cannon left and right. And if you guys are unfamiliar with what glass cannon is, check out youtube.com/ragesauce. You will hear me talk about it all the time, and that's just where you lose all your units down to about 150 supply or so. And it's a signature move from. We have a player called Glass Cannon, and he lost a bunch of units at one point, and the name just kind of sticked. So if you get Glass Cannon, that's because you just lost all your units down to about at least 150 supply. So start using it, guys. Get it circulating, because it's funny. It's funny as hell. So bottom right, coming in with the Storm. Oh my gosh, did you see that? Taking out all of those Marines. And are we going to see the Archon? He could be saving up his money. No, he's actually at 500 now. It looks like he's just going straight for the superior unit army. And I think that's paying off in a big way, because he's able to take out a lot of these units. I mean, he completely decimated these Marines. And taking a look, 16 attack for it, but it's not as strong as bottom left. Look at this, 95 right there for the hit points compared to 245 for bottom left, and he does about 10 more damage per Marine. So bottom right's Marines are just not quite as effective as bottom left, and that means that they're going to get wiped out way quicker. In fact, Marines finally coming out for Platanix, deciding not to upgrade these Lancers anymore. 12 attack total, but wow, these Hydralisks just did so much damage. Is this 500 hit points? We're talking 500 hit points per Hydralisk. Stop even making Marines. Oh my gosh, because how are you going to kill a Hydralisk? That is insane amount of hit points. 342 coming out for the Marauders for top right. Bottom left, Marangers, 432 hit points. Oh my gosh, the hit points are just going insane. 477 for bottom left for Garth. And Platanix could be in trouble. It looks like Venom coming around the sides to try to trap in Riskgrabber. Not going to happen today, though. In fact, what could happen is pROz coming around the side and trapping Venom. It looks like he is going to. He's moving into it. And, pROz is going to get a big pick off here, but the save comes out and kills a little bit of pROz army. I don't know if that was a very effective save at all. That's unfortunate, and that's going to be one less save for top right. In fact, no, they're actually out of saviors for Venom. Only one save left for top right, and this could be big trouble for top right. In fact, losing one of the hunter killers and possibly losing this army. Great concave, though, for Kontz, and pROz still able to pick off a lot of the units, but he is ultimately going to lose this army, and he got glass cannon again. He has absolutely no units, and you know what? I say just rush. Whoa, we did actually have a drop coming down on this unit. I'm sorry, on the CC, it's down to 4,000. He did upgrade to a planetary, and I think one more drop will seal the deal. I don't know who did that drop. And I'll have to talk with the creator of this Marine Arena. Maybe we'll be able to see some pings going on whenever there's a call down or anything like that. If for Marine Arena US, there has been some implementations done for the obs. It's definitely been optimized, and it looks beautiful. We'll see if the creator can get in touch with Jocelyn and possibly throw a few of that into the code, and it's just going to look really sweet. That way, whenever I do a cast, it's going to look incredible for you guys. And this game actually shaping up to be quite a lengthy one. I'm really surprised at 4. I mean, seriously, 4 saviors? This is nuts. How can you even play like that? That would just... You know how long US games would be if we had 4 saviors each? We do have a classic mode. That's what it's called, but for the most part, we play what's called high income, and it basically means that you're reduced down to 800 unit supply, and you have only 1 savior each, and in fact the money kind of trickles in. It's like 10 minerals every 10 seconds or something like that. It's crazy. You get a lot of money very quickly. Is it 10 seconds? Every 10 seconds or every minute? My gosh, I play it so long that I don't even pay attention. If I had Valor here to cast with me, he would be like, Reiji, it's actually this, and this is actually the truth. You're talking total nonsense. And because when it comes to some of my lore guys, I'm going to tell you, I'm not that big of a fan where I know each and every intricate detail. I'm not going to know exactly how many hit points that something goes when you give it a hit point upgrade. Like no, actually, Marauders get 14 hit point upgrades, where Marines only get 13. Blah blah blah. I'm just not that smart when it comes to that. But we will probably get Valor here sometime, maybe our New Zealand's fan favorite. And ooh, we could see a surround coming out from Garth. And actually, what is he doing? He could just go straight for the CC. In fact, do these Marines have blink? Is there even blink possibilities? For the Marines, I think a blink could be really big, and the save coming out for Ronin CC, that is going to reduce it down to 1, and there's no more saviors for pROz. In fact, 1 more save, and top left could be in serious trouble. I want to see more cooldowns, dude. 261 minerals, for bottom left. So he just needs to go in and do a little bit of damage, get that money, and be able to do a call down. Venon on the top ground. It looks like this Ghost not doing too bad of damage. I want to see an upgrade to a Spectre, possibly even nuke some of these. And you know what? I wonder if there's a tank. I can't see the unit shop, so I don't know if there's tanks. But I would love to see a tank on the high ground. And this High Templar kind of caught out of position as Ronin lost a ton of units there. Oh my gosh, he just lost a huge supply. But look at this, he does have 1,000 minerals saved. And you know what? I say get that Archon. Guys, I have 100%. Can I please leave last? I don't want to lose it. I don't know what invisible bug it. Invis bug? I have no idea what they're talking about. Let's find out. Let's chat with them real quick and see what is he talking about? Are the units invisible? Let's just take a look at the cams real quick. I don't think the units are invisible. Everyone can see everyone from what I'm looking at. Look, our units anti-spawning. They are invisible. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, you're right. That's nuts. I have no idea what kind of bug that is. Like, are they seriously invisible? But wait. Oops. Are they still doing damage? Do you still have them on the field, but you just can't see them? No. Never had this bug. Ever. Not a single time. Not in the history, I don't believe, of Marine Arena have I ever seen an invisible bug where some of the units anti-spawn and come out invisible. What a trip. You know what it could be? It could be the highest supplies, guys. We don't have 1,200 in US. Only 800. Probably messing with things. Oops. I mean, that's just my 2 cents, because if too many... Wow, sorry about that. I totally just knocked out my microphone. If too many units spawn, guys, I believe it creates something. But I think these guys are just basically going to leave in order to preserve maybe Garth's overall win rate. I mean, I really have no idea. So is it quits? We'll find out what these players decide to do. There could be some bad manners going on, and people will not quit. Look at this little bunker coming out. That is so cute. And the bunker is the base defense. In the U.S., we actually get 2 base defenses. We also get a this kind of photon cannon with splash. It does 60 damage splash each. And what? And top right, just obliterated. I completely missed that. But wait, are they just invisible? Oh my god. Now they are invis for me too. Whoops. Can't see top right CCs. That's hilarious. So, yeah, I guess this is pretty much it, guys. So, I don't even see what the point is in playing. I'd say so. Game is over. Can't cast like this. Anyways. Yeah, because I won't be able to see anything. So, pROz deciding to leave the game. And we'll see if the other guys decide to follow suit. And I think bottom left pretty much won this, guys. There's really no way that, I mean, there wasn't going to be, I believe, any way for top right or bottom right, or even top left to be able to win it. So, yeah, all the units are anti-spawning indeed. So, okay, let's leave. And hopefully these guys will run on out. And I decree bottom left wins. Well played, guys. Really unfortunate, though, about this unit spawning. Very anticlimactic ending, and that's so sad. I really wanted to see something happen, and you know what? For whatever reason, my mouse got stuck. Are you kidding me? Like, now I can't zoom in on the unit. Oh my gosh, just everything seems to be breaking down. And Kontz leaving the game. We'll wait and see if Venon and all of them decide to follow suit. And it looks like Venon's still in, Zafir's still in, and Platanic's still in. Whoops. Whoops. Discuss in lobby. Looks like these guys are having a hard time leaving. Don't know why. Game is over. So Venon and Zafir, Platanic still in game. I'm sorry about this, guys. I can't cast anything, so the excitement is like null. And there we go. Platanic's leaving the game. Like, I want to announce the winner, but I can't until these people leave. So, your turn, Venon. And Venon's saying no. Sorry, I have to. I really hope he leaves, because this is going to drag out for so long if... And top right just I mean, he's deciding not to leave, and this is... Oh, man. Like, we can't see anything. I mean, look at this. You should. If the teams leave and you're the only team left, you should get the win. And, wow. Crazy for the first EU cast, right? Bugged! That's sucky. And yeah, the excitement is kind of lulled, guys. I really I hate to leave it on this note. I want to announce a winner, but there seems to be no way of doing it. This is probably like absolutely killing you guys at home. And yeah, this is there's just nothing happening. So you know what? I'm not even gonna stay, guys. I'm gonna say GG, and I'm gonna quit this. I will declare though Garth and let's see, it was Risk. Sorry about the name, Riskgrabber. There we go. As your winners, I believe, for this game. And yeah, these are your winners. Unfortunately, though, we weren't able to see the victory come out, but that's okay. Garth and Riskgrabber, great game, good job. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this for the first European cast. I'm still excited for doing this, and there's plenty more games to come. Stick around. I am Ragey Poo. This has been my time, and I want to remind you guys, for the EU, this is just something we say over at the US. Set your opponents to easy mode. This has been my time. Take care, guys. See you later.